What's up, guys, and welcome back to Shifting Lanes, and welcome to my first drive in my new 2011, well, new to me, 2011 BMW M3. It's an E90, it's a sedan, it's got an ESS 625 supercharger on it, it's got over 600 horsepower, so I think I should just shut up and we should get in the car and go for a drive. Let's hit it. Shifting Lanes would like to thank this month's sponsor, Avalon King Armor Shield 9. Check the link in the description below to go to their website and see their ceramic coating next level product, Armor Shield 9. Use code SHIFT25 to receive $25 off your purchase of Armor Shield 9. We have this on our cars and it is an amazing product. Get yours today. Check the link in the description below or go to avalonking.com and use code SHIFT25. Okay, pulling out in the M3. Now, the first part of this video, I'm actually just going to talk about what it's been like to daily drive, because I've been kind of poodling around town as a daily driver and drive. You know, no sport mode, no anything like that, no getting on it. It's not really the right weather to really get on this car yet, but that's why I did it today, because it's 50 degrees out and it is supposed to have a lot more grip today. There's less salt on the road, everything's sort of kind of melting and sloughing off, so I'll have a little bit more grip. I can tell you exactly what I'm feeling as I'm driving this car. Not at the limit, but you know, on back roads, it's actually very comfortable. The seats are bolstered perfectly. The ride quality is awesome. The tires and wheels and suspension combo don't feel like too much for this car. This car is actually sitting on KW sleeves. It has OEM wheels and tires, but it's lowered, so you have a bit more, I don't know, sportiness to it, I guess you could say, but the road feel is really nice. It's definitely a great long-distance cruiser, and I can already tell that it's a great long-distance cruiser, even though I've never done a road trip, just because of how comfortable it feels on these back roads doing 50 miles an hour. Doing 70, 75, 80 normal highway speeds in pretty much any part of this country, I guarantee you it's going to feel great. So, as a daily driver, this thing feels really, really nice. The car itself feels very compact. I used to own a Subaru WRX. If you have never seen this channel before, and hey, if you have never seen this channel before and you like what you see, you like this car, you want to see more of this car and me talking about it, go ahead and subscribe and hit the thumbs up button at the end of this video. But I used to own a WRX. I put it on this channel I think once or twice, and this cabin feels very similar to that. It's compact, but it doesn't feel too small. It feels like you're in a sports car, honestly. And a lot of people argue the WRX is just a gussied up hatchback to go faster, but honestly, it felt like a little bit of a sports car. This feels like a true sports car, but they both have a similar cabin style where it's very compact. You don't feel too crunched in and confined. It feels very approachable, like anyone could get in here and drive normally, but it almost feels like a cockpit, you know, piloting a high-end sports car. And this is a high-end sports car. This is a semi-supercar at this point. So, daily driver, this thing is phenomenal. The gears are very smooth. There's no jerkiness to the transmission. With 77,422 miles on it, as I talk to you right now, it feels great. It feels like a brand new car, honestly. Daily driver, huge thumbs up on that, because this thing is phenomenal and you can daily drive it without any shadow of a doubt. I absolutely love this thing for just going around town and doing a daily commute. I mentioned it a little bit in the beginning when I was driving back there. The seats are amazing. Everything in here is just super nice. There's carbon fiber all over the place. This car came with an M Performance carbon fiber and Alcantara wheel, and it is just awesome to hold. Everything looks and feels very nice. Not brand new, but for 77,000 miles, this is about the same shape as my WRX was in. And you see cars with even 40 or 30,000 miles that are in way worse shape than this thing is, or my old WRX. I take care of my cars, and it looks like this car has been taken care of very, very well. All right, next thing we need to do is get off this road, get out from behind this stupid truck that is going 2 miles an hour on a 45-mile-an-hour road and get to a back road and thrash this thing, because it's now 45 degrees, still not ideal temperatures for summer tires. However, it's much better than the 13 it was the other day when I made a different video. So let's go to a back road, let's hit this thing, and let's thrash it for the first time, taking my 600 horsepower M3 on a back road. Oh God, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, sport mode, all the way up, hit it. Oh my God, wow, that was at like half throttle. Oh my God, wow, this thing is tail happy as hell. Holy crap. Whoa! Oh, and the downshift! Oh. Oh, it's squirrely. Oh, it's so squirrely. Oh my God! What is this thing? Oh! Yikes! That is bonkers. Alright, let's go down this road. A little tail kick. Oh yes, slight drift. Oh my God, I'm not even giving it full whack yet. Oh. Okay. Oh, I gotta calm down for a second. This I'm going to get in so much trouble in this car. Holy crap. Okay. My mind is racing right now. Oh, and that was like a 30-second blast. Not even. It's probably like 20 seconds on film. I need to like go back and watch that, but what? This thing is fast. This is way faster than anything I've ever owned. Oh my God. So if you're new to this channel and you don't know about this channel, I have a Volvo V70R from 2005 that I have tuned. Well, I didn't tune it, but the guys up at Rolling Motors up in Connecticut helped me build my car to 450 horsepower at the crank. Now for a Volvo, that's pretty legit. I mean, you know, let's call it what it is. That's a sleeper wagon at that stage, and it's quick. It's really quick. It is not even close to being as quick as this thing is. I mean, supercharger plus 414 base horsepower on this thing. Whew, I mean, again, I didn't even go full on yet, so that's pretty nuts. The handling is really good. It seems really well balanced. Again, I'm not trying to get on it as much as I humanly can because it's still cold outside. It's not 50 degrees yet. I'm gonna take this thing on a track on another video this spring, and I'll really give it the beans, but I can already tell that the chassis is very well balanced. This thing is for sure tail happy, and it is, it's one of those cars that I think you can control really nicely in a drift. I've driven a lot of cars that are very similar to this feeling. Not as bulky, but this has a very similar feel to a Hellcat in that respect. Oh my God. The acceleration with the supercharger and the way this car pulls, it's very similar to a Hellcat. It's super linear, even with the blower on it, and it just feels like it could go forever. And I'm only going up to like 50 miles an hour on a track and on a drag strip. I'm really excited to get this thing up into where it like really can perform. Overall impressions, just from that one little blast, and I'm going to do another one, is this is probably the best car I've ever owned from a performance standpoint. And yes, that includes the Aston. The Aston was hooked up with the suspension and everything, but it was underpowered for what it was. And no, without going too much into it, because I want to make another video on this versus the Aston, this thing definitely is a better performing car in almost every measurable way, just from that small amount. Because of the butt time, or the seat time that I've had in both of these cars, I know just from that one initial blast that this thing is so much quicker and actually even better balanced, I think, from a handling perspective. This is way more tail happy because it has way more power than the Aston ever did, but I did get the Aston's, ass end to kick out a bunch, even with, only 380 horsepower, or maybe even 400 with what the mods had. But yeah, good lord. Sitting in 4th gear at about 3,500 RPM going up here, car just feels so planted. It's unbelievable. I'm bouncing around on these roads, and I'll tell you, the car is lowered by about a good inch, and there's zero scraping. I haven't scraped anywhere going in and out of places, places of business, on the road, nowhere. This is awesome. I love having a lowered car, and it just doing what a normal car does, but looking a little bit better. Going up here for it. Oh my god, I wish it was spring right now. This is nuts. Quick switch back. Oh my god, there's so much grip. Holy shit. Downshifts are crisp, perfectly on point. Oh my god. What is this thing? Oh my god, the acceleration is bonkers. I'm not even giving this thing full whack. Oh my god, my heart is like racing. Just driving this thing normal. Oh my god, what a blast. Oh, I'm so glad I picked this car. Hell yeah, what an awesome buy. Good god. Oh man, all right, so that is, I think, is a sufficient reaction to how I'm feeling about this. However, I'm gonna do the same thing again when I get this thing on track, on the drag strip, and on the dyno, because I'm sure I'm gonna have crazy reactions to each one of those things happening. Yes, good little M3. Man, I've dreamed about driving and owning one of these cars for, I'm 35 years old, probably, I want to say probably 2 decades, because probably even longer, probably 25 years from when I was 10, because my parents have owned these cars since 1983 or 1980 or something, and I just have such a soft spot in my heart for BMWs because they've been in our family. They've gotten us through a lot over the years. So to have this car and to own this car really is like, it sort of like hits me, it hits me right in the heart, because I do love BMWs a lot. I've grown to love Volvos through doing this YouTube thing and owning my V70R, and that is probably one of my favorite cars that I've ever owned. Probably my most favorite car I've ever owned all time, just for what it is and how bonkers it is now. But this thing's really close, even owning it for like 2 days. So this is sufficiently awesome. I love this. I'm super excited to own this. 2 other things before I sign off for the day. It's really weird to drive sort of a dual clutch transmission. I keep trying to like put my left foot down to like shift, because I feel like a car like this should have a manual transmission, and I know they made it with manuals, but I don't know. I wanted the DCT, but it's 4 or 5 times today I've stopped at a light or just stopped somewhere, and I've like put my left foot down and there's nothing there. It's just a weird feeling to me, especially since I daily drive a manual in the Volvo. So it's a little bit odd to me. The last thing I'll say, my impression is of this car is I absolutely love it. It's way too quiet. The gentleman, Corey, who I mentioned before, he had an Akrapovic exhaust on this thing, and his price point was a little too high for me, so we negotiated down. He took the Akrapovic exhaust off and put the OEM one on. At my request, I wanted to do that because I wanted to experience this car as bonkers as it is, from an audible standpoint, and sound point, I guess you could say, from its base, essentially. And it sounds awesome. It's more engine noise than exhaust noise. And for everyone in the community that has owned these cars or been in them or researched them at all, you'll all know that. But I'm just trying to give you my experience off the bat. So yeah, I need an exhaust on this thing post haste, because I can't wait to unlock the ridiculous sounds I know this car can make. So I may take this to my buddies very close here. They have a performance shop. They do amazing restorations. It's called Blue Sky Performance and Restoration. They do insane restoration work on cars, and just won an award at SEMA for their amazing work on one of their cars. And they do fab, fully custom everything. So I may take it to them and go straight pipe. I may look for an aftermarket solution, like an Akrapovich or another company like that I'd like to partner with, maybe a Borla. I'm not sure. If you guys have suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about your exhausts and other exhausts on these cars. I've done a lot of research, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. So leave it in the comments what you think I should do, because this thing is for sure getting an exhaust. So that'll do it for today's video, guys. I really hope that my enthusiasm and excitement for this thing kind of came through on camera. This is a pretty ridiculous car. This is the fastest car I've ever owned, and I can't believe I own this thing. This is way more car than my talent can handle. So I want to take this thing track driving. I want to take it to the strip, to the dyno, confirm that this thing has 625 horsepower through the supercharger. I want to take this thing to meets. I want to meet you guys. I want to become part of the M3 community through this car, and just be a good BMW owner and a good YouTuber for you guys. Big shout out to Spencer Burke and to Finding Nick in a smaller way, because I've been watching your guys' videos a lot in sort of the ramp up to buying this thing and owning this thing. So you guys are sort of the ones that showed me the way a little bit on what to do and how to own the car. So I still have a lot to learn. I've been researching a bunch through the community, but there's still parts of this car that I'm not really sure about as far as how they work and everything like that. Along with, you know, just the whole history of M3s. I know it, but I want to be more immersed in it. So that'll do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and stick around for more amazing M3 content. There's going to be so much of it. I can't wait for the winter to be over. I'm actually a huge winter fan. I love skiing. I love the cold. But honestly, I wish it was over right now, so it's the spring and I can drive this thing all over the place and drive it even more. So yeah, lots of videos coming to you guys very soon, now and in the future, for the whole year. It's gonna be amazing. I can't stop talking. I need to shut up. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Gregson, and I will catch you next time. See ya!